If BIPOC stand in the street and scream at the top of their lungs, I hate all white people, I want all white people to go white devil, you cracker, that's still not racism. And I don't know why people don't get that, why white people are not comprehending that. That's discrimination. It's an action that's bred out of a prejudice, for sure. Justified, arguably. But screaming white people to my face doesn't change my socioeconomic status. It doesn't change the fact that the criminal justice system was built to serve me and people who look like me. It doesn't change the fact that my skin color won't police. It doesn't change the fact that the entire country was built to cater to people who look like me. Screaming I hate white people at me doesn't change the fact that I am dripping with white privilege. As long as I hold the power dynamic, I cannot be subject to racism. Hurt white feelings does not equal racism. This is not a conversation.
Yes, somebody said there is no such thing as white privilege. People are capable of having the same experiences in life regardless of skin color. Just because some people treat others badly based on skin color doesn't mean they don't have the same amount of privilege as everyone else. We have a mental health challenge in this country. This person is right. I don't know how you think about this comment. When you see what is going on social media with this issue of hatred, it is uncalled for. This woman said using slurs, calling white people names is not racist because of white privilege. I want to ask, is there anything as white privilege? Drop under the comment section. Let me know your opinion pertaining to this topic. This is surfacing on social media. Sometimes I cannot resist when I see certain videos. On another clip, I came across.
Hi friend, I know that you mean well, but I need to let you know that this is not true. First things first, paganism is not one religion, and pagans have many varied beliefs. Now, I'm something of a pagan myself, and I can personally assure you that fey pronouns are not offensive to me. And if they're offensive to you, it doesn't really matter to me because they remain my pronouns. And now for the part of the program where I issue corrections. Because this is very interesting. I don't know why you chose fey self pronouns, or to use the word paganists when pagans would work just fine. I get the distinct feeling that you've never Googled this to confirm it, which is something that I highly advise you do before you repeat stuff in the future. Have a great day.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the type of mental illness we have in this country. These are people unbearable.
Hello, yes, I thought I should probably address this comment. I identify as gray gender, which means I feel ties to certain genders, but it's really hard to describe, it's really hard to define. For me, it's really close to being gender fluid. I just don't personally feel like I have strong enough, consistent enough, repeated enough dysphoria to call myself gender fluid. And in the end, I don't really care how people perceive me, hence gray gender, that's its definition. The thing is, sometimes I do feel dysphoria, and sometimes it's intense. So essentially, I will never care what gender of pronouns, what gendered compliments, what gendered questions you have for me. Occasionally, I will be feeling a certain set of pronouns more. Pronouns do not equal gender, but for me personally, they do. Thank you for asking.
These are new pronouns. These are teachers. I decided to compile this clip so you can see the kind of madness, that is evolving within a very short period of time. Sometimes I really wonder where the war is tilting to, because we have a lot of problems from one after another.
Not dating trans people is not a preference. Not dating blondes is a preference. Not dating people who are, shorter than 5'6" is a preference. Not dating people with brown eyes is a preference. Being trans is not a specific characteristic. Thus, you can't label it as a preference. That's just called bigotry. No one's forcing you to date trans people, but don't cover up your discriminatory bias in the name of preference. because the logic doesn't add up. Like I've said in many a video, the logic of transphobia never adds up.
I will no longer call a person queer if I don't see them participating in queer politic. You're gay, sure, you're gay. That is not the same as queer. If you on in a week, not queer. You're just not queer. You're not. Queerness is supposed to be radical. It's supposed to be about supporting each other, helping each other, and making sure that we lift up from the most vulnerable of our community. A lot of you gays are not acting like queers right now. So I'm not gonna call you queer.
You have seen it. And these are kind of people some schools employ to teach our kids. They go to learn mathematics, science, but what they get nowadays is pronouns. We have a big challenge happening. A lot of people don't want to accept what is happening in schools. Some states will never take up decision to fight against this. It is high time parents realize if you are not on TikTok, you will not see what I bring here. Reason sometimes I buy videos like this, so to enlighten people what is happening out there. That is something I want to address. I am called Ransom. Ransom. If you don't know, Omoge is just the name of my channel. The reason I decided to be doing this kind of videos is simply because I sat down one day and realized the world is having a bigger issue. So bringing these videos, reacting, sharing my thought has been a big issue to some people. And I said something that is not right. I'm not a perfect human being. I do make mistakes. I'm not too good in some topics. Reason, I always make sure you should share your opinion on the comment sections on things I cannot say much. I went through the comment sections, I read through what people were saying. Reason I decided to address this. I'm an African. I want to address this so people should know exactly where I'm from. A lot of people speculate I'm from Uganda, from Nigeria. I'm not from these places. If you are watching this video to this end, I appreciate you. At least you know little about me. Yes, God bless you for watching me. There is one thing I want to share with you. Yes, going through my comment section, there is something I realize with people. We need to have a voice. So many people are eager to speak, but they are afraid. Yes, some are giving up.